Good morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today is the start of the trip home, and we've had a lovely 3 days in Gibraltar. Spent it there with my wife and a couple of friends and my son. We stayed on board the floating hotel called the Sunbourne, which is absolutely exquisite. If you ever get a chance to get on there, or you fancy a nice hotel for a few days, that's the one to have. Anyway, we've left Gibraltar now, and we're probably about an hour out of Gibraltar. It was nice and cool this morning, but it's slowly creeping up. 27.5 degrees now. Expecting over 40 today as we pass through the outskirts of Seville. It's more of a marathon run back on the journey back. We won't really be coming off the motorways very much because we've got a couple of days just to get up through Spain and catch the boat home to Portsmouth from Bilbao. So it's a steady old slog, you know. We're doing 7 hours on the saddle today and slightly less tomorrow. So should be a nice journey though. Lots to look at. There's some fantastic service stations to stop in. Have coffee and lunch and stuff like that. And these motorways, as you can see, they really are fantastic. They're so well kept. I mean, even plant lovely bushes and trees down the central reservations and stuff. Frequently, a lot of them have flowers as well. It's really pleasant, you know, and the terrain does change all the time. So it's not as boring as perhaps going up the M1 or something like that. So anyway, stay tuned, and as always I'll stick the camera back on if there's anything very interesting to look at. Okay, so thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you soon. Good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to Beans on a Bike here in these Euro trip. Today's seen as we've been on the saddle now for about 6 or 7 hours, something like that. We've ridden from Gibraltar, and we're about 10 minutes from Salamanca, where we'll be stopping for tonight. Been quite hot today, as usual. In actual fact, at one stage it's so hot it softened the glue that holds the sole of my boots on, and the sole was kind of flapping around in the breeze, but luckily the temperatures are coming back down now. We're about 30 degrees at the moment. It was up nearly the 40 mark, and I managed to get some glue in a garage and stuck them back on, so hopefully that will see me back home, and I can have a closer look and see if I have to buy some new boots, or when I can do an effective repair, because these are the Sidi or Sidi, however you pronounce it, boots. And they're pretty good. You know, as you know, they take quite a while to break in and get really comfortable, and these are really comfortable, and I'd hate to have to replace them. So maybe I can have them repaired properly or something. We'll see. Been a long day. It'd be lovely to get to the hotel. It's the same hotel we stayed in on the way down, so we know it's going to be quite nice. Very, very air conditioned, which is nice, and get a good shower and a really nice meal and a good sleep for the final push to Bilbao tomorrow. I haven't had the camera on very much today because it's basically it's motorway miles, what you can see now. A few hills and mountains we've gone through, but apart from the scenery, quite boring riding. Plus the fact I've been a little tired, late night last night sort of thing, but you get your second wind, I guess, and didn't seem to be much problem pushing through the day. Anyway, again, thank you so much for joining us as usual, and for following, and watch this space for a bit more information as the trip continues on. Okay, so we'll catch you soon. Cheers for now. Hello everybody, and welcome back. Today is our final real ride, really. We've got a 4.5 hour ride from Salamanca to Bilbao, where first thing tomorrow morning we catch the ferry back to Portsmouth. It's a 24-hour ferry crossing, which takes us through the Bay of Biscay, which I've never done before, and quite looking forward to that, because I hear that it's It's quite notorious for being a bit lumpy. I kind of like these sort of experiences. Weird old me, but I like experience and stuff like that, even though it might not be too pleasant. But there we are, that's just strange old me. But today is our last proper ride in Spain. As I say, about 4.5 hours, 4 hours 20 minutes, something like that. It is mostly motorway miles again, and the temperature is noticeably lower than it has been past week. It's 24 degrees at 9:45 in the morning. It'd normally be a lot higher than that by this time. And we are going through a mountainous area, so hopefully that will keep it down. And it's really horrible to hear that. Hopefully keep the temperatures down, but unless you're used to it, it really is overbearing at times. So hopefully the temperature going to be nice today. What else? It's been a lovely time in Spain, and I really do urge anyone with a reasonable motorbike that's fairly strong to do a trip like this, because it really is fantastic. Lots of people to meet, lots of little instances and adventures. It's great fun, and particularly if you can meet your family wherever you're going, like I did. I met my wife and friends down in Gibraltar for 3 days on board a floating hotel called the Sunbourne, which was lovely. And it sort of really does refresh you for the journey back. In actual fact, we get to Bilbao today, and I was just thinking to myself, it would be really nice actually also if we were going to ride back up through France, because France really is a pretty country, and I think if I had to make a decision, I think France would win the prettiness badge, if you like. It really is much green. It's a different sort of environment. It's very green, very pretty, very clean, as Spain is. Spain's very clean. I mean, this morning I saw the local council, if you like, coming around the streets by the hotel we stayed in, and they were jet washing the public bins, you know. So we just get them emptied, I guess, at home. They come along, empty them, another van comes in behind those and pressure washes the outside and the inside of the public bins. And I'm talking the big bins, excuse me, I'm just going to speed up here because there's a car wanting to go faster than me, so I'll just pull in. There we are. Thanks for that. Yes, the big bins like at bottle banks and you know, big industrial type bins, they just clean them all up lovely. And I like to see stuff like that, you know. What else? The weather. I can't stop going on about the weather. It really has been kind to us. We haven't seen a drop of rain in 2 weeks, although I have heard there is rain to the north in the Bilbao this evening coming in, so it looks like tomorrow morning we may have some rain. But we're staying in a bed and breakfast, and our journey from the bed and breakfast to the port of Bilbao is probably about 20 minutes, half an hour, just outside of town. If we get wet, doesn't matter. And I think it may be rainy coming into Blighty next morning, but that's UK for you, isn't it? Don't mind. Anyway, so that's enough for now. I'll pop the camera off, and as we travel up the motorway, if there's anything of interest other than this sort of very flat, boring area here, although it does have its own kind of beauty, I'll turn the camera back on and show you some bits and pieces if necessary. Okay, so thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Good afternoon, everybody. We've spent most of the day on the auto route today, motorway, and it becomes so boring. What we decided to do is find an alternative route through the mountains at the north of Spain, just before Santander or Bilbao, and I think we may have been successful here. It took a bit of to-ing and fro-ing to find a suitable route, but this is very quiet and very nice, so I'll just leave the camera running, and we'll see what we can see. ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I was trying to look back there is there's actually a wildfire, a very large wildfire going on the mountain slopes up there. There's been many helicopters dousing it with water. But unfortunately can't see it very well from this side. It's on the other side, and most of one whole sort of mountainside has actually been burnt away. Terrible, terrible. There's a massive fire risk on these mountains. They're like tinder boxes. In actual fact, all you can smell in the air is burning, and I guess that's from the mountain behind me.